Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a frog. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the front part of the body. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a coin, a bottle cap, or anything else with a circular edge. To the left, draw another circle as a guide for the back portion of the body. Use the 4 marks method to draw this circle too. First, make 4 small marks to indicate the sides of the circle, and then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Place this circle lower than the first circle. Draw the 2 circles roughly the same size. On the top right side, draw another circle as a guide for the head. Use the 4 marks method to draw this circle as well. This circle should be about 2/3 the size of the first circle. The edges of the circles should touch. On the top right side of the circle, make a small mark for the front part of the head. Connect the small mark to the circle using curved lines to finish the guide for the front part of the head. This guide should be similar to an arc on its side. Draw a long sloping line across the entire head as a construction guide to help you place the facial features later on. Under the front part of the body, draw a long angled line as a guide for the front leg. Bend the line at the top to indicate a joint. At the bottom, bend the line to the right as a guide for the foot. This line should be long in relation to the body. Under the circle on the left, draw another long angled line as a guide for the hind leg. Draw this line across the bottom section of the circle. Extend the left side of the line so that it's outside of the circle. Bend the line back to the right so that it's under the circle. The right tip of the line should almost touch the front leg. Connect the head to the body using sloping lines to create the guide for the neck. Connect the body circles using 2 more sloping lines to finish the guide for the torso. Add a short line on the left side to finish the back portion of the body. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. On the top part of the head, lightly sketch a small circle for the eye. The top part of the eye should be outside of the head. Make the eye big in relation to the head. When you get the size and position of the eye right, darken the shape. Inside the eye, off to the side, draw a tiny circle for a highlight. In the middle of the eye, draw a small oval for the pupil. Shade in the pupil, but don't overlap the tiny highlight circle. Draw a curved line above the shape for the top edge of the eye. Follow the path of the eye as you draw this line. Keep the line close to the shape of the eye. Draw a short curved line under the eye for a crease. To the right of the eye, draw a short curved line for the eye that's on the other side of the head. This eye is facing the opposite direction. Use the arc on the right as a guide to draw the front part of the head. Follow the path of the guide, but make the line more curved as you darken the shape. The top of the line should connect to the eye facing the opposite direction. Draw a long wavy line along the bottom part of the head for the mouth. Draw this line below the construction guide. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the line when you get the shape right. Draw a couple of curved lines under the mouth for the lower jaw. Draw the lines along the path of the arc. Near the top of the shape, draw a small circle with a line underneath for the nostril. On the bottom left side of the eye, draw a small circle for the ear-like shape. Draw a few short lines along the outer edge of the shape for creases. This shape should be big in relation to the head. Darken a couple of the initial guides to finish the shape of the head. Use the angled line under the front part of the body as a guide to draw the front leg. First, lightly sketch the shape of the leg around the guideline. Keep the edges of the leg close to the guideline so that the shape is thin. Curve the shape along the path of the guide to create the joints. Draw a thinner shape around the bottom part of the guide for the toe. Make the tip of the toe round. Draw another long thin shape below the guide for another toe. Not all the toes will be visible from this angle. When you get the shape of the leg right, darken the lines. The top half of the leg should be inside the body. To the right, draw a similar shape for the other front leg. A big part of this leg will be hidden behind the body in the first front leg, so only draw the visible sections. Draw a few long thin shapes for the toes. Use the angled line to the left as a guide to draw the hind leg. Just like with the front leg, first lightly sketch the shape of the hind leg around the guideline. The shape around the top of the guide will be the middle section of the leg. Draw a short curved line along the underside of the body for the joint. At the top, curve the line back to the left. Draw a short curved line on the left side for another joint. Continue to draw the bottom part of the leg using the initial line as a guide. Draw a long thin shape along the tip of the guide for a toe. Make the tip of the toe round. At the bottom, draw another long thin shape for another toe. Draw another toe at the top using another long thin shape. When you get the shape of the hind leg right, darken the lines. The top part of the leg should be folded over the bottom part. Draw a short curved line at the top for a crease. Use the remaining shapes and lines as guides to draw the rest of the body. Simply darken the outer edges of the guides to create the shape of the body. Don't overlap the legs that are on this side of the body as you draw the underside. The other hind leg won't be visible from this angle. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Take your time and be careful when you ink your drawing to avoid any accidents. Don't ink the initial guidelines, only the final drawing. When the ink dries, erase all of the guidelines. Now color your drawing. Use different shades of green to color the entire body except for the underside. As you color, leave a few thin sections blank for highlights on the skin. Color lightly at first and gradually build up to darker colors. Push down lightly on your pencil for a light shade of a color and then push down harder for a darker shade. Leave a long thin section blank across the head and the body for a stripe on the skin. Add shadows across the body using a dark shade of green. Shadows will give the figure more dimension and volume. Use a light shade of green like yellow-green to add highlights. Slowly and gradually blend all the colors together. Push down slightly harder on your pencils to blend all the colors together. For an easier drawing, just use a single shade of green instead of combining multiple shades together. You can color your frog differently if you'd like. Use light brown and yellow to color the underside of the body and the stripe. Gradually blend the top and bottom colors of the body together. Color the toes and eye using yellow and yellow-orange. Add a cast shadow at the bottom using gray and a bit of blue. Coloring can be time-consuming, so be patient and take breaks. Keep coloring until you're happy with the result. And that's it for the frog. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit howtodrawanimals.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. That's how, and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying my books on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.